want to just go across on how we, as stakeholders, as actors in the food system, how can we step in and what should we really do? Here you see the smallholder farmer. The smallholder farmer, as of now, by themselves, they are a vulnerable lot in that sense, at the forefront of climate change, right? There is technology available. Henrik spoke about that. So here is one of the innovators of a technology, patented technology, which works and is designed for the smallholder farmers. How does this happen? How does one actually bridge this gap? We also need other players. We need other stakeholders to come in. And that's when we work with implementing organizations. On the ground, the role of implementing organizations who understand the context, who understand the local language, the situation, the culture, the socio-economic pain points, their role is super important to build that trust factor. But also, I'll just come to you, but also the financing and governance to make this wheel spin. So to charge this part of the system as well, right? So that's extremely important. And I think together we can really create impact. We together are the impact enablers really who can transform 200 million smallholder farmers to become impact generators. I invite everyone to actually come here and put your names and stick it on the board. Thank you all. So there is a strong representation. We know that together we can be impact enablers. But for that, we need to come together. A lot of us are working in silos. We are reaching out. But there needs to be a far more accelerated and systematic way to take up not just piecemeal pilot projects, but also initiatives so that we see change not on a pilot-to-pilot basis, but we see change on scale.
I have been focusing the last 2 years of my engineering journey on figure out a smarter way of financing a business opportunity in relation to how we historically have financing these kind of projects. And for me, it's not the project that starts, do something and stop. We are trying to establish an initiative, a never-ending story that should be, let's say, standing on its own feet because we are doing better. We are generating more income for the end user, and we are making investment with that money to do even better on the ground. So that has been more or less the journey for the last almost a decade.
You know, I strongly agree with Jacob. We've got to stop the pilots and move to the action. I think the risk is that we're in the same position in 10 years' time that we are today, but with a lot more hunger, a lot more suffering, and a lot more strife coming out of this. And that's a huge risk. I don't want to end my career in the same position as I started it. You know, I think our ask is bring us your data and work with us. We'd like to be involved. We'd like to be part of the journey with you. We've been discussing this for a while, but I think it's time now to sit down and go through that and come up with a plan.
So we are working with almost 4 million farmers, and we are working in almost 16 states of India. So we have a huge reach, and we are also we have also promoted more than almost 200 FPOs through our organizations. So we have a huge reach through our organization in all over India.
The demonstration of the Spowdi technology has shown its viability in the state. We are very much enthusiastic to create a demand for the marginalized tribal farmers by introducing 300 to 500 units across the state. We therefore would invite partners, be it funders, be it the technology developers, and be it individuals and entrepreneurs, to partner with us.
We are looking for social impact investors and donors into this, so that we can reach many more farmers and revolutionize agriculture in Kenya and other parts of Africa. we are looking at farmers getting much more. So everything we are doing is centered around the farmer.
I mean, now I'm representing here at the COP 2 equity farmer firm. And they are willing, like they say, Lithuanian. If you speak with Spowdi, they are willing to come to Africa and do something. We are willing to invest up to $1 billion into what you are doing.